Are you wondering what's going on in the real estate market in Austin, Texas? Well, you're not alone. I had the opportunity to sit down with our Austin Board of Realtors economist, Claire Knapp, yesterday and run through the ins and outs of all the statistics going on. I'm going to boil it down to you in easy to digest bits, but I'm going to show you the graphs on the computer so you can see what's going on in the Austin real estate market at this very moment. Hi, my name is Nicole Cooper. My team and I get calls and emails from people just like you needing help moving in and around Austin, Texas, and we absolutely love it. So whether you're looking to move today, tomorrow, or somewhere in between, give us a call, shoot us a text, or send us an email. We love helping you find the perfect home that matches your lifestyle. Now let's dive into the computer right now. So here's the big picture looking at it right here. The graph here is showing the median sale price, and this is for the MSA, meaning the greater Austin area, including Williamson, Travis, Hayes, Caldwell, and Bastrop counties. So the 5 counties surrounding Travis. We started here, the graph starts in 2014, so this is a 10-year graph, and you can see the boost here at the COVID moment when we just went up so fast, so quickly, it was unsustainable. So the market is adjusting. It's coming back down. We adjusted a lot last year and we're almost flat for this year. But what's also started happening right about this time is interest rates started changing. And here's the visual for that. This is the COVID year 2020, and that's when rates were still pretty low. They stayed artificially low all the way through the COVID catastrophe, under 3% at times. And then once the market just heated up so much, the government said, whoops, we need to slow this down. So they started increasing interest rates, and from here and here, we doubled. So people that were shopping had a big shock, and we've had to get used to it ever since. Now, historically speaking, 8% is quite average, but when you're down here getting rates below 3%, over 7% hurts. Look, we almost reached 8% at the end of 2023. So that is what has slowed down sales as much as we've seen over the last 2 years. Now, we combine that with sellers' hesitancy to sell because they have those low interest rates. So now this graph has a lot of color going on for it, but basically what I want you to understand is this portion right here and below. All these people have interest rates below 5%. So that's 76% of mortgage holders in the United States have interest rates below 5% on their current house. So that's a huge deterrent for a lot of sellers to want to make a move and lose these low interest rates, especially the ones in this blue zone and light green zone. And then the compilation of higher home prices and higher interest rates has made the market oh so sluggish. Look how many listings were up since the first half of 2022. Now, 2022 was when it was still popping, but once it slowed down after that, look how many active listings we have climbed up to. We're almost to kind of the Great Recession times of how many homes are on the market. Buyers have a lot of leverage. It's a good time to buy. Yes, probably everyone's predicting interest rates to go down even some more. But right now, look at this inventory out there. If you've been hanging in the sidelines and you really want to buy something, this could be an ideal time to negotiate buy down points, repairs, concessions of all types so that you can get into a great home for a lot less money. Here's today's interest rate. I currently am carrying a 7.125. Probably about time for me to do something about that. We're at 6.15 as of 2:25 this afternoon on a 30-year fixed. So rates are coming down. The Fed report is coming out next week. Probably going to come down maybe one more time before the end of the year. And then, who knows what'll happen as we come up to the election. But in historical terms, rates usually drop prior to an election. So let's wait and see. Just one more angle to look at. We've got the cost of living graph here that was put out by Austin ATX. Now, this line here, the United States, that's our baseline. That stays at 100. So we're comparing the nation versus the state versus the city. And you can look at this first line here. The overall tells the whole story. We're 129 compared to the United States. We're 29 points over, and Texas is 6 points under. So that gives you an idea of where we stand in the state, against the state, and then everything else is kind of within reason compared to the nation. The main outlier here is our housing piece. 89 points over what the national average is. The median house cost at the time this was printed, which was a few months ago, $575,000. Now keep in mind, this is for the city of Austin. This is not for the greater MSA. We're a little bit higher now. This month, we're around $600,000 for median. Nonetheless, they were comparing apples to apples at this time. So at that time, it was around $575,000 for the Austin, $340,000 for the United States, and even less for Texas at just under $300,000. So you can see how our housing dilemma, when we shot up over COVID, it is really putting a hurting on our purchasing power and the cost of living here in Austin. So overall, what does this mean? I think we're going to see a little flurry towards the end of the year of activity. People are tired of waiting, and rates are coming down. People are with very good credit and good terms and everything are getting some rates in the 5s. So that's good news for buyers. And then I think we're going to see it really pop in the spring. And then it depends what the government does with interest rates, who wins the election, et cetera, et cetera. Now, history has shown that once the election takes place and once everything settles down, everything is kind of status quo. It doesn't go crazy one way or the other. And in general, home prices tend to go up after the election. So that's a wrap. I hope you've gotten a good kick out of what I think is going to happen in the market. Of course, it's helped by Claire Losey, our economist at Austin Board of Realtors. But if you need some help figuring out your strategy on whether it's time to buy or sell, give us a call, shoot us a text, or send us an email. We're always here to help you find the perfect strategy for your lifestyle. Until next time, be kind to yourself and others.